Hello students, welcome to economic class. Hope you all are doing well. So students, up till now we have read and understood the way colonial ruler was dealing with the economy of India. We have learnt the status of national income and per capita income as well. Further, we have also learnt the about the eminent people who had calculated national income and per capita income, and to some extent we have understood how the colonial policy, the policy framed by colonial ruler, have deteriorated the economic condition of India. So here you can see in agricultural sector, uh, almost 85%, means almost majority of the people were living in village at that time, and they were engaged in agricultural sector. Even if a huge population was involved in the agricultural production, the productivity in agriculture was very low. The reason behind this is land settlement system, or we can say land tenure system, which was introduced by the colonial ruler. They had mainly introduced three kind of uh, land settlement system: Jamindari system, Mahalwari system, and Rayatwari system. So out of these three, Jamindari system is believed to have more bad impact on our agricultural sector. Why? Because what happens in Jamindari system, that in this, landlord was the owner of land, and they used to collect huge revenue from the peasant, much higher than what they had to pay to the government. And government used to fix the date, day, and timing of the timing at which the jamindars have to deposit the revenue with the government. So if they fail to do so, if they fail to deposit the sum to the government, there was chances that they will lose right over the land. So basically this because of this reason, the jamindars were compelled to mm, collect collect rent regardless of the economic condition of the cultivator. Okay, so later on, there was, we can observe some development in agricultural sector, but that is very little with regard to the exploitation. What happens that British government implemented commercialization of agriculture, but it also backfired. What happened during the commercialization of agriculture in India, that the British ruler wanted Indian peasants to cultivate crops like indigo. They wanted indigo for the textile industries in Britain for dyeing the clothes. It resulted into the fall of food crops. Okay, because large part of the cultivable land were now used for the cultivation of indigo. You might have heard about a famous book named uh, Nil Darpan. Nil Darpan. It was written by Dinbandhu Mitra. Okay, so what they used to do, that they used to compel the Indian cultivator, Indian peasants, to cultivate indigo, and this Indian agriculture was almost, you can say, because of this, Indian agriculture was transformed into a raw material exporting sector for England. Okay, so with this we can say, so here we have finished this topic. Okay, yeah, we have finished it. So students, I hope that you have understood the lecture clearly, and if you have any doubt, you can put your you can write in the comment box. You can ask your doubt there. You can inform the management also. And I have some assignment for you. So here you have 3 questions regarding the economic policies persuaded by the colonial government. This we have already discussed. Then notable economists also we have discussed. And and today we have already discussed the main cause of Indian agricultural stagnation during the colonial period. So I want you to work out all these questions. Okay, you try to write the answer yourself. And with this this bring me to the end of this video lecture, and we will meet you very soon in my next lecture. Okay, till then keep watching economics video. You all, wish you all a happy learning. Stay home safe and be safe. Thank you.